But tonight I will be sharing with you my personal 5 mantras regarding internship and job searching approaches. No need to take any notes tonight. We'll be sending, next week we'll send out 2 Word documents that have all this content for you. So tonight you just want to buckle in and listen. Mantra number 1, no one does this alone. I think too often we have students sitting in their Wing Davis Wilkes dorm room or their off-campus apartment in Buell Street, and they're thinking, yeah, I'll be great when I try to land an internship next summer. The bottom line is what you really want to focus on is building a personal board of directors. You want several people, 5 or more people, to provide lots of review and input on everything you're doing. Your resume, your cover letters, your interview approach, all of this content. Your personal board of directors, again, these could be friends of your parents, they can be friends of an older sibling, it could be your old high school English teacher, but look for resources out there in your network, people who care about you and can be invested in you, and you show them everything. Show them your emails, show them your CV, everything. The 2 words I want to share with you when you work with your personal board of directors, you're going to ask them to be candid and unfiltered. Those are the 2 key words I'm going to hear say them a couple times tonight. Candid and unfiltered. Because there's nothing worse if you send somebody a resume and they go, hey, your resume looks pretty good. What does that do for you? You want someone to woodshed your resume. Rip it apart and say, these 5 lines look terrible. I don't think these are going to work for you. You want 5, 7, 8 people to do that so you can really hone your craft and get what you're looking for. You want to be very open and exposed. You will be highly uncomfortable. All right, it's a little awkward sending out your resume to people and sending out a cover letter because you're worried about the feedback. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable and say, please give me candid and unfiltered feedback. I think one thing to remember, everyone here can tie a shoelace, but in your life, I guarantee you, someone around kindergarten or 1st grade showed you how to do that. So I'd like you to take that same mindset into your internship and job searching approach. You have lots of experts here. Okay, lots of folks who can work with you, give you some ideas, and get you moving. So really good things there. Let me give you an example of a 2015 UVM grad who tried to do it alone. Okay, so like Elizabeth said, I've been coaching folks for about 8 years or so. So I worked with one 2015 grad, did lots of candid and unfiltered, got his handshake polished up, got his clothing lined up, he did a nice job with all that. And I was talking on the phone, and he got a little cagey. He goes, hey Tim, one thing I want to mention to you, I've been emailing UVM alums trying to get an internship, and I'm not getting any responses. I said, whoa, time out. First of all, I didn't know you were doing that. Secondly, I'm on his board of directors. I'm like, I didn't know you were doing that. Secondly, I can help you with that. Thirdly, please don't email any more UVM alums. I want you to send me what you're sending out to them because something's wrong, that you're not getting any responses from UVM alums. I call him the next night. And he goes, Tim, you told me about being candid and unfiltered. Please tell me about this email. I said, okay, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give it to you straight. I read your email, and my first thought was, if he's going to keep sending emails like this, he should attach a complimentary coupon for Prozac, because it is the most depressing introduction email I have ever read. Okay? In this email, he basically said, hi, I'm in the UVM School of Business. I'm really having a difficult time getting an internship. I'm not really sure if I want to look in sales and trading. I don't know, I might want to do finance. I'm not really sure. I figured I'd reach out to you. Guess what? 0 response. Okay? So I sat down with him, reworked his message, all right? And what we did in this one was, hi, I'm in the UVM School of Business. I am keenly interested in sales and trading. I have had conversations with people at Citigroup, Barclays, and JP Morgan. I was even down on the trading floor at Morgan Stanley on the high yield desk on a day when they had one of their highest volume days of the year. I'm completely excited and enthusiastic about going into sales and trading. Would you happen to have 15 minutes to tell me a little bit about your career? I want to learn as much as I can to see if this is really the right fit for me. Guess what his response rate was? 75%. Okay? So I share this story. Do not do this alone. Okay, mantra number 2. Everything in life comes down to conditioning. Why is Bodie Miller one of the most capable skiers on the planet? Guess what? He's had ski boots on since he was 10 months old. And Cannon Mountain in New Hampshire was his babysitter growing up. I wouldn't be surprised if Bodie Miller's made more ski turns than any other person his age on the planet. Guess what that is? That's conditioning. That's key stuff. With your practice for getting internships and job searches, I want you to focus on role plays, dry runs. I want you to rehearse your content over and over and over again. Get very good at this stuff. You have the Career Center. Lisa's here. Lisa Torciano, give us a wave. Lisa, go in and see Lisa. They have drop-in hours. Yes. They have drop-in hours. You can schedule things with them. Go in there, and guess what? If you go and meet with Lisa and her staff, guess what? 2 words I want you to say to that entire staff. Please be candid and unfiltered with me regarding my resume, my cover letter, my email, whatever you happen to be showing them. Ask for complete candor. Because if anyone in your board of directors or anyone that you're working with is nice to you, that won't help you. Okay? You want to cut your teeth before it counts. All right? Very critical things. One of the things that we want to do, I'm hoping this works. Let's go. All right, check it out. Welcome to Wall Street. Okay, there are 5 levels on Wall Street. As you work on your conditioning, the little goldfish analysts are the easiest folks to talk to. Those are the UVM grads, 6 months, 2 years out, that type of thing, 3 years out. It gets more aggressive as you go up. Okay, I deal a lot with the managing directors. That shark is probably putting it nicely. Okay, these people get paid big money, and what they're looking for is for you to add value to their business. Now, look, if you waste their time, they want crystal clear messages about what you're going to deliver for them. So that is where the conditioning comes into play. So work your way up the analyst to MD chain. Get really good at talking to analysts and associates, and ask them, what do you think I should do when I talk to a VP? How's it going to be different? And then hopefully they'll introduce you to a VP and say, oh great, I know someone you can chat with. Cut your teeth there, see how it goes. That's what you want to do. Some of the best advice I received, as Elizabeth mentioned, I went to the Fordham School of Business here in Midtown from 2001 to 2004. But prior to that, I actually, I was looking at going full-time. I looked at the Dartmouth School, the Tuck School of Dartmouth. I looked at Darden down at UVA. I was thinking about going full-time. And when I was at Bloomberg, I had a colleague who had graduated from the Kellogg School at Northwestern. That's the best marketing school in the nation. And guess what? While he was there, he was on the admissions panel. So guess who I added to my personal board of directors? Jack from Bloomberg. Sat down with him, I showed him, and I was completely open and exposed. I said, could you look at my admissions application? Could you look at my stories? Could you look at everything for me? So Jack was kind enough to go through that, and at one point he turns to me and goes, Tim, are you serious about going to MBA school? I said, I am. He goes, all right, I want you to pick a school you don't want to go to and get yourself in. I was like, wait, that seems like a waste of time. That's not a waste of time. That is conditioning. Okay? And I'll give you the same advice. If you want to work at JP Morgan, first thing I want you to do, get a job at Citigroup. Or interview enough at Citigroup or Barclays or somewhere else so that you get fully conditioned before you go to Showtime. Because too many people are like, oh, I really want to work at GE. Guess what? They show up rapidly, they blow it, and all of a sudden they can't work at GE anymore. Oh, great. So why did you pick another, use some conditioning. Go to a company that you don't want to get to. Mantra number 3, clothing that fits. 93% of communication is nonverbal. All right, you want to have a sharp-looking appearance. I will tell you something, spend money in this category. All right, you pay big tuition to go to UVM and all that, put some money aside for excellent clothing. You want to look really sharp, you want to do this properly. And again, I'm going to use the same advice. Talk to people who look fashionable, look like they know what they're doing, and you ask them for this key phrase. You say, I want you to look at, this is my interview suit, I'm going into GE or something next week. If you do this tonight, you take 5 iPhone pictures of you sitting up, standing down, everything. Sitting up, sitting down, all of that. You have them show the pictures and say, please give me candid and unfiltered feedback on how I look. I want to do the best thing I can when I get stepped into this interview next week. All right, so really important aspects there. I'm going to tell you kind of an interesting story. When I was 25, I went into Brooks Brothers. All right, and I talked to the salesman. I said, hey, I want to look into getting a suit, and I'm a 42 regular. The guy looks at me and is shocked. He goes, you're not a 42. Come with me. So I follow him down the rack, and I'm like, man, is he going to put me in a 43? Because that might be a little baggy. All right? He puts me in a 39, and it felt like a straitjacket. And I was like, what is going on? But for the first time in my life, I understood what proper drape and fit means when you're wearing professional attire. All right, so I'll share that with you. If in doubt, try a couple sizes smaller to really see if you can get the right kind of fit and all that. All right, I'm going to try to drive this home with a couple of pictures. Oh, let's see if I'm advancing here. All right. Fitted suit, collar shirt. I'm a little bit more focused on the guys, but kind of probably applies on the ladies' side as well. Upper left-hand corner, look at that huge collar. That's like 8th grade graduation stuff. Don't do that, okay? Let the collar squeeze, all right? Like, make sure it looks right. Lower left-hand corner, what is that? Killer oversized suit? No, we're not doing that stuff. Between these two candidates, what do you think looks a little bit sharper walking into the interview room, right? On the right, nice positive fitted suit. This goes a long way. Like I said earlier, 93% of communication is nonverbal. You will be assessed in the first couple of seconds that you walk in the interview. Take that opportunity to own the situation. Be sharp, polished, neat, crystal clear. And how are you going to do that? You're going to use your board of directors. You're going to use people who are fashionable. You're going to ask them for candid and unfiltered advice about how do I look on going into an interview next week. And hopefully dry run this like tonight. Get ready now so you're ready for an interview coming up. All right. You want to know who does this properly? Don Draper from Mad Men. I don't know if you guys know this show. I think it's the best show on television. It's like 7 or 8 seasons. I watch every episode. I recommend it. But Don Draper, that guy knows how to dress. Phenomenal clothing fit. If you're looking for an example, watch one episode of that. Okay? All right. Just so you guys know, one clothier that I really like is Charles Tyrrett. British clothier. I feel like it's a better cut. I like it better than anything like Chesapeake Bank. I like it better than Brooks Brothers. They have a store right here, 46 Madison. Very affordable, looks sharp, gives you a little bit of that British feel with lavender, stuff like that. And it gets a little stylish, all right? So you can have some fun with it. All right, mantra number 4. Listen, my goal tonight is to keep you guys laughing and learning, all right? That's the only way to get through. Mantra number 4, no one hires lazy. All right, every email and every text message you send during your job search or internship, it better be grammatically perfect, okay? There's no reason you should be sending any type of spelling errors or anything like that. Absolutely no reason for it. If you do, and I put a couple of UVM kids in the fellow students. I put some in the penalty box. So I'm like, this is like a 30 email you sent me with spelling errors. I'm not responding to this. It's just a waste of people's time. You need to be grammatically perfect, and I got to choose. Like, well, I sent it from my iPhone. All right? Guess what? Don't ever do that again. Go home to a computer and spell check it and put it in the word, whatever you have to do. Make sure it's perfect. All right? The reason I tell you that is RBS students have done a lot of recruiting from Yale, Duke, and Georgetown. I swear to you, I've never seen a spelling error from anyone from Yale, Duke, or Georgetown, ever. So I think there's a really important factor there. So one of the things I have to mention, 2 years ago at RBS, I interviewed a candidate who was somewhat lackluster. To my RBS email, he sends me a thank you email and goes, thanks so much, I enjoyed meeting everyone today. I enjoyed learning about RBC. Whoa, that's the wrong company. And you're sending me a thank you about the wrong company. And I was like, wow. And then he had 2 other grammatical errors in this email. You know what that is? Instant red light. Are you kidding me? No way. No one's going to hire that stuff. Okay. One of the other things I often recommend in this area is also to quantify what you're doing. So here's an example. Pretend you are the interviewer. I walk in as candidate number 1 and I say, I'm the summer camp counselor. All right. And then candidate number 2 walks in and says, I'm having a great summer as a camp counselor, where I'm responsible for a group of 10 third graders. And I prepare games like volleyball and dodgeball. And guess what? Every Thursday, I set up a 100-foot slip and slide, and we have a blast. Based on that, who would you hire? First one seems really lazy to me. Quantify what you're doing, be crystal clear, and guess what that speech right there, it's designed to show you the importance of rehearsing, okay? Candid, unfiltered feedback from the folks that you're working with and your board of directors. All right, and we are coming into the final stretch here. My 5th and final mantra, build your personal brand and do homework every single day to build your brand. Here's your assignment. Number 1, I want you to sign up for the New York Times morning briefing email list. It is free. The email comes out around 6 a.m. every day. And guess what it starts with? It says, good morning. Here's what you need to know. In 60 seconds or less, you will read every headline that is important on that day.